Was this my first Transformer? Wreck-Gar, that lovable robot from Planet Junkion, who taught us all to dare to be stupid in that wonderful voice that came right out of a commercial? Or was it this guy, Kup, who was also introduced in the Transformers movie and had a delightful story for every situation they got themselves in, although he still had that terrible, terrible alt mode. In case you're wondering, no, I never got better at applying stickers. This guy, however, was my favorite, and again, may not have been my first, because quite honestly, I don't remember which one it was. It was one of these three characters, but this is the one I remember. This is the one I love. Hun-grrr. We all know Form's Abominus, who is an awesome-looking combiner. It was the first time I wanted to complete a set, just so I could form this combiner. I wanted Blot, Cutthroat, Ripper Snapper, and Sinner Twin. So much so, in fact, that's what started my collecting as an adult. When I saw him in the Power of the Primes line, I knew I just had to have him. I did eventually get a Sinner Twin. My mom grabbed a huge bag of toys at a yard sale, and he was actually in this bag of them, but I never got the rest of the pieces. But it does bring me to this guy, who we all know as Ultra Magnus, but to me, he was White Optimus. When I got him in this bag of toys, he didn't have any accessories. He was just a truck. So I was very confused. I always thought he was Optimus. Even as I got older, I researched it and thought maybe this White Optimus came from like the Hate Plague episode when he covered himself in that stuff to make him invulnerable. It wasn't until later I figured out, oh, this is actually Ultra Magnus. But, I mean, as a kid, this was my Optimus. Also in that bag was Air Raid and Dragstrip from Superion and Menasor, respectively. Because I came in after the movie was released, you didn't see toys like this on the shelves, so I felt extra lucky to find them in this bag full of treasures. While the other characters like Hun-grrr and Ultra Magnus and even Trigger Happy, who sadly didn't make it, had more nostalgia for me, I found these toys were the most fun to play with even to this day, and I think a part of that is just the scale of them. The added ease of use that comes with this scale doesn't hurt either. They were also the most fun to shoot, and that's why we're seeing so much of this. As a kid, I would always imagine Transformers like this doing battle with and against other franchises like GoBots and G.I. Joes and even Mask, and they would all do battle on top of this plastic battle set that I got for G.I. Joes. But wait, this isn't Sunstreaker, and you're right, this ugly sap is the unfortunate droid by the name of Pocket. He's a GoBot, and he actually combines to form Puzzler. They were joined by characters like Tic Tac and, oh seriously, GoBots just had the dumbest names. And while he is sporting an unpleasant mug, he does have a pretty nice alt mode. I like the Countach here. You can see there's an arm for the combiner port at the bottom here. The tires are really good quality, same as the Transformers, and he scales really well with them. You wouldn't be able to tell, you know, at first sight, just looking at them. Just they look like they came from the same line of toys to me. Easily mistaken, except that ugly face. And this was the last Transformer I ever got. Played for them for a really long time before eventually moving on to Ghostbusters and eventually Ninja Turtles. He is, of course, Sea-Wing, one of the Seacon, and forms Piranha-Con. I just thought Stingrays were cool. It's neat the differences between the US version Sea-Wing and the Japanese version Kraken, just how they portray these characters differently in different regions. King Poseidon versus Piranha-Con. And anyone out there who hasn't taken the time to watch Super God Master Force, I absolutely urge you to do so. It's a fantastic series, and I would say out of all the Transformer series that I've seen, it's got to be in my top 3, believe it or not. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed me digging out stuff out of my closet to show you, and coming up next episode, I'm going to review Titan's Return Bumblebee. Thanks for watching.